Hi everybody, it's Linda. Welcome back to Tips for You. Well, it's almost Valentine's Day, February 14th. It's right around the corner. And what better way to celebrate Valentine's Day than to do some beautiful nail art on your nails. You can glam your nails up. It's very festive and it's a lot of fun. I found a fantastic website I can recommend to you guys. It's called dollarnailart.com. They have everything you would need for beautiful nail art, quick shipping. They're located in the United States, but they ship worldwide. Beautiful products, fantastic selection. I'll put a link in the description box with a coupon code. If you use it, then you can save a little money. And if you want to learn how I got this beautiful transfer foil nail art, which is what I use, transfer foils, then please keep watching. And here's a beautiful close-up of these shiny ruby red nails. They just reminded me of rubies sparkling like gems. The foils really give a gorgeous look to your nails that you can't achieve with polish. So I left one nail undone to show you guys how to apply the transfer foil. You got to start with a clean, dry nail. I've already put on one coat of base coat nail polish by OPI, is the one that I used. You don't have to put on a base coat, but I always like to on my nails. If you have ridges in your nails like I do, you may want to use a ridge filler base coat. A smooth surface is essential for the complete transfer of the foil onto your nail. Now the next step would be to apply the foils. And the foil that I'm going to be using is called Diamond Red, and this is what it looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous, super shiny. The other side is just a plain backing, which is the part that goes against the fingernail. You get plenty of foil. It's about 5 feet of foil that you get for $1, so it's a super deal. You have plenty of foil to work with. Now I recommend that you cut your foil pieces before you begin working on your nails. It's much easier that way and you won't risk smearing. Next, you're going to apply the adhesive to your nails. It comes in a small bottle, much like nail polish, and you're going to apply a very thin coat to your nail. Now when you brush it on, it's kind of white and milky, but when it dries and it's ready to use, it's going to become clear, and it will remain tacky so that you can apply the foils onto them and they will stick onto them. Be sure to brush it on evenly and get as close into the sides as you can and into the cuticle area. Now it takes a few minutes to dry, but you can speed it up by putting your nails under a blow dryer on low warm for about a minute, and then it'll be dry, and you'll know it's dry when it turns clear. Be sure you do not touch the adhesive after it has dried. Otherwise, your foil will not stick to the parts that you have touched. This is probably one of the most important steps because the adhesive needs to be completely dry before you apply the foil. It will be tacky and it will be clear. That's how you'll know it's ready. Okay, I'm going to go hit it with a blow dryer and I'll be right back and we're going to apply the foils. Well, we're ready to apply the foil now. As you can see, the nail is clear. It's no longer milky, and that means the adhesive has dried properly, but it does remain tacky. Now it's time to apply the piece of foil that you had cut off earlier. So you're going to align it with your nail. You're going to put it onto the nail, and you're going to press down in the center firmly from the base of the nail to the tip with gentle pressure, and then you're going to go along the sides and press the foil into the sides of the finger. If you want to use a nail stick, you can use it, but I just used my fingers and the fingernails on my other hand to go along all of the crevices and smooth it out gently. This is really important that you press and smooth properly and just let the foil adhere properly before you try to remove it. You'll know the foil is ready to be removed because it literally pops up off of your finger by itself. As you can see, it's popping off already. It's just popping off on the sides. It's telling me that there's been a full transfer of the foil product off of the backing onto my nail. It literally can just fall right off. And on the places where it doesn't, I feel it needs to be pressed in a little bit more, usually on the sides of your fingers. It can be hard to get it into those little crevices, so you want to give that extra attention. Now when you're ready, just start slowly removing the foil off of your fingernail. See, now I removed it and it looks beautiful, but there's just a couple of little spots that need to be filled in that I can see, and I don't think the camera's going to pick it up so closely. I think these little mist spots occurred because I have bumpy nails. I have ridges and things on my nail. It's not a smooth surface. If you have a smooth surface nail, you probably won't have this problem. But if you have bumpy nails like me, then I would recommend that you start off with a ridge filler base coat. You can remedy any little mist spots in one of two ways. Either you can dab a little adhesive onto the mist spots and reapply the foil to those spots, or you can reapply the adhesive to the entire nail and then apply a second layer of foil to the whole nail. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to reapply the entire nail again, just to show you again how to do it. But before we apply the adhesive, we're going to lock in this foil application with a clear top coat. And I'm using OPI's clear top coat. We're going to put it right over that first foil that we put on to lock it in nice. Use a thin coat, don't glob it on, just a thin coat to lock it in. You might notice that the foil might crinkle a little bit or change, but as that dries, that will smooth out and diminish, but you want to make sure you use a very thin coat. The ideal top coat for foils would be a gel top coat. That's the best thing that you can use to seal these foils. And then placing your nails under a UV light. However, I don't use a UV light on my nails, so I had to work with finding a top coat that worked, that minimized the effect on the foil. So remember to keep it a very light coat, and you may need to try some different top coats before you find one that doesn't crinkle the foil. It's actually caused by the nail polish or the top coat nail polish reacting with the adhesive. You can minimize that as much as you possibly can by making sure everything is completely dry. I would recommend waiting probably about 30 minutes before I final top coated it. Okay, if you were lucky enough to get full coverage from the first foil application, then you can consider yourself done at this step. If not, then let's put on the second layer of foil. Okay, so our top coat is good and dry, and now it's time for the second layer of foil. Okay, so make sure that you've cut your foil already, because it's very easy to smear your nails when you're trying to cut a piece of foil. You're going to apply another very thin layer of the adhesive. Spread it evenly on the fingernail. Make sure you get into the sides and along the nail bed, and it's covered nice and evenly. And then we're just going to wait for that milky white to turn clear, letting us know that it's dry and ready to accept the transfer foil on top. I'm going to go quickly hit it with a blow dryer to speed up the drying time, and I'll be right back. Okay, the adhesive is now dry. I'm not going to touch it, but it is clear and it is now tacky and ready to accept the foil. So now the fun part, we're going to take another piece of foil. We're going to lay it over the adhesive right on top of the nail, and we're going to press it down in the center firmly and start smoothing it out towards the tip of the finger nail and then along the sides, making sure that it adheres properly. And we're going to keep pressing it firmly until the foil starts to pop off the finger and it's ready to be removed. And then when you're ready, start lifting it off gently from one side and peeling it off of the nail. Now, as you can see, we covered any of the sparse areas on the sides that didn't take to the foil in our original time, and it looks absolutely perfect. Now all you need to do is take a little nail polish remover and clean around your finger where you had a little bit of overspray. Now I would wait till everything is really, really dry, probably about at least 30 minutes. Then I would apply the final top coat to your beautiful foil manicure. Now when you apply your top coat, don't drag your brush repeatedly over the nail. Apply your top coat in one stroke and allow it to dry completely. And here we have our finished, beautiful ruby red nails, glittering gemstone nails. They look like red diamonds, just like the name of the foil, Diamond Red. So fun for Valentine's Day. This beautiful diamond foil pattern comes in other colors as well. It comes in this gold crush color, this fuchsia crush color, this cobalt blue, and silver crush, which looks like diamonds. I think you'll love them all. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you give this beautiful nail art with foils a try. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. And please subscribe because I have a lot more to come, including more nail art. And please visit me at my blog spot where I do a lot of writing. And I'm also on Facebook and Twitter, so we can stay connected there as well. Okay, thanks so much for viewing, and happy Valentine's Day. Bye-bye now. Please click here to subscribe, and please check out my other videos.